My shoesies.
My glasses.
My mommy.
Where did I put those fucking...
Did I mess up? I muted it. Just kidding.
You muted it?
Am I unmuted?
Press the button.
It's not flashing now. It was.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm like talking.
And then ignore the volume thing. The volume is just for headphones.
You're for headphones.
And you don't have to be like super close.
Well, I didn't know. You really talk right into this part.
No, you just have to talk into this direction. It'll pick you up from like this area right here.
Okay, I've got this little like bumpy thing, so I'm trying to like find the right spot.
Yeah.
Sweet spot.
Nice. Sweet
Sick.
spot.
Cool. So, Day Old Bagel.
Episode 3, Day Old Bagel Podcast.
Number 3. I brought Day Old Bagels too. I got them yesterday. There's no cream cheese, so I don't think we're gonna eat them.
No, it's fine though. There's how many cinnamon raisins?
3. Gross.
3? What?
I don't actually know. Like, there's just
3. There's 3 everything and 3 cinnamon raisins.
Oh.
Your Jar Jar drinks almost fell.
Yes. Okay, so I want to tell you about this guy. This
yeah.
like I showed you that shirt.
Those smell really good.
They sound.
Oh, I'm putting these down here.
Oh. Anyway, so my friend JP has this company called the Knights of Pin, and he makes just a bunch of like mostly Star Wars like dorky things.
The Knights of Pin.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's got like pins and shit. So like,
nice.
I got a Han Solo but dressed as Leia, like in the bikini, like that, and then Jar Jar drinks. Kind of hilarious. And then he's been making like really cool shirts. Like I just got one, or that I showed you. Yeah, it's got John Boyega, and he's at the like one of the Black Lives Matter protests, and it's A New Hope. Pretty cool.
Nice.
And a bunch of other things. Check them out on Instagram. Knights of Pin, KN, like knights in shining armor, not of but in. But yeah, it's Knights of Pin, and I don't know. Cool, sick, rad.
How do you feel about all the Star Wars stuff, all the new shows that they're like, all the new movies, I should say, that they're trying to do?
I haven't heard anything about it.
So they're trying to do. They have a plan to do like 9 more movies. Like they're gonna do another movie, like set after the most recent movies, like with Rey training, like Jedi and stuff.
That could be interesting.
But yeah.
I feel like they're like stretching it now.
But they're gonna go, and then they're gonna do like some way deeper, like 5,000 years before the Jedi, like stuff too. So it's gonna be like all over the place.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
I think I did see something with were they gonna make another dude, I'm blanking. What's Don Glover's or
Oh, what Solo movie?
Solo, yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like
that would be cool. I mean, I liked the I like that actor, the guy that played Han Solo, but like it was one of those movies that didn't need to get made. Yeah, it was cool. Like
I went and saw it with my friend Heather, and I think we had margaritas before, and I passed out. I didn't really watch it. But yeah, Donald Glover isn't it, and that's all I really cared about.
Yeah.
I'm honestly like worn out from this week, cause like I'm pretty sure you're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like we haven't done anything other than like what we have had to do to like live and work, and then just play Zelda. Like
yeah,
that's literally it. Which brings me to my first little note, which I told you yesterday to put a pin in, like doing side quests and shit.
Oh yeah.
So like there's like that meme that goes around and is like play video games to avoid like my real life main quest and then avoid the main quest in the game and do side quests. Blah, blah. So I was doing that because I didn't feel like doing any of my chores. I didn't want to do the dishes. I didn't want to do laundry. So I was like doing all these side quests, and I was like done with like a bunch of them, and I was like, I don't want to do the main quest. So I was like, I'll do chores instead. So I started doing chores, which is what I was initially trying to avoid doing. So
that's what I did all this morning. I was like, I'm gonna get the studio good. I'm gonna vacuum everything. I'm gonna do my laundry, and then maybe I'll play Zelda for an hour.
How long did you end up playing for?
I didn't play at all.
Really?
No,
yeah.
I was about to set up the cameras, and then you were like, I'm coming over. I was like, all right, well, I gotta get ready.
Well, I'm at a good, I feel like I'm at a good stopping point, because I'm done with all the temples.
Oh.
On land.
You haven't done the Spirit Temple is...
I don't even know what a Spirit Temple is, so... Spoiler. I am working on getting the glider outfit, though. I got the first piece.
Nice. I have 2 of them.
Sick, man.
I've been collecting a lot of armor. And
We know.
upgrading them all as much as possible.
So, like, we have a group text with his brother, his sister, and then me. So, 3 Nagel bagels, and then me, just all talking about Zelda. And I'm very far behind everybody. And then they'll send, mostly Vincent will send, like, pictures of his, like, upgraded armor or, like, weapons and shit. I'm just like, dude, I don't have any of that yet. What even is this? But then last night, we were talking in the group chat. Trevor and I were pretty much the only ones talking in the group chat last night.
Yeah, I was in a movie, so.
But then also Trevor and I had our own text going on about Zelda. I was like, what is the point of this? He's like, should we talk about this now, or like should we save it for when I'm on the podcast? Like, I mean, we can talk about it now.
It's too bad for him. He's not going to be the first guest.
He's never gonna be here. Do you still want Kelly to be the first one?
Shh. We'll bleep that out. Hi everybody, just wanted to take a quick break to thank all of you for watching the video so far. It means a lot to both of us. I'm just in the studio editing episode 3, and I just wanted to reach out and ask you guys, if you've made it this far in the video, just please subscribe. There's a little watermark in the corner. Just click that and it'll take you right to the subscribe link. It will mean so much to us and help our videos go so much further. So anyway, without keeping you away for too long, back to the video.
Okay, so I would like to make a really big announcement, and I want a big round of applause right here. Insert like a round of applause noise. I'm not hungover.
Yeah.
I didn't go out. I took a bath. I did laundry, 2 loads of laundry, and I played Zelda. I beat the water temple. I don't know.
I haven't done that yet. I haven't done the fire temple or the water temple.
Yeah, Sidon's. I don't even.
The Zora stuff in Breath of the Wild was kind of like, that was the first thing I stumbled across before I knew like what the hell the game was all about.
Oh really? I did the Gerudo first, just because I don't know. Dude, have you done the Lightning Temple?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That one was kind of more complicated than the Wind Temple, I thought.
It was pretty complicated, but I feel like all of the Gerudo like area was just slightly inconvenient, because either it was sandy and you couldn't see anything, or you were in the temple and it was too dark and you couldn't see anything. I was just like, dude, Zorpy, you know? Oh, sweet beans. But yeah, it was just like a very inconvenient, because I didn't think the temple was too hard itself. It was just like, man, I can't see.
Yeah, trying to navigate through the dust cloud was annoying. And then I think I stumbled across one of the Moldogas.
I haven't even found one yet.
I fought one of them. They're not super hard, but you don't have bombs in this game anymore. You just have your bomb flowers. And so, but what I did is I just threw an item onto the ground, and then I got Riju to strike him with lightning.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I beat a stone talus with no arrows on accident, because I guess I ran out of arrows. It was right after the water temple. Yeah, I was like going to shoot a bomb arrow, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what do I do?"
And you haven't taken down any of the Gleoks yet?
No,
Those
I'm
things
so
are
scared.
scary.
I really just don't want to. Like, is it necessary? Do I need to go?
Well, you have to do it for the horse quest, the golden horse. You have to take it down.
I doing that horse quest? No.
Oh, you might not actually. You might be able to ride around it.
I think I started the golden horse quest, but then I was also
you get it, the ability to or you get it on your.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
quest.
need it.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit.
It's
or
like,
do I?
He's alright.
So.
I mean, it's not even like the white horse or the royal horse in Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild. It's not as good as that. That horse was like perfect. This one is like, it's pretty good. It's like 70%. Like, if you think that the royal horse in the first game was like 100%.
Or the Satori was Lord of the Mountain.
I never.
You didn't get it? You couldn't like keep it or anything.
Yeah,
but, like,
you just ride it around.
It was just awesome.
Nice.
It sounded like diamonds all the time.
Yeah, I've had a lot of time to play play Zelda because of the writer's strike that's going on.
Oh yeah, how much is that affecting you?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, there's nobody writing shows, so there's no shows getting shot, no shows getting made. So I work for a visual effects company, and like, if it's like,
if there's no shows being made,
you
have no job.
Yeah. So they already had to lay off a couple people, and I was like, shit, am I gonna get laid off? And then somehow I'm still around.
How has that not been resolved yet?
I don't know. It's been a couple weeks.
What's Hollywood gonna do? Like,
all I know is it's like I'm hoping like once it does, like, end up getting resolved, and then a lot of more work will come in, and I'll be like busy as shit. But like right now, I like there was some days at work I didn't do like anything, so I literally just played Zelda like the whole time. That's why I was like, I don't want to do this main story quest. I'm just gonna wander Like,
I know.
when you have, like, nothing to do all day, you're like, I'm not just gonna fly through the main quest. I'm just gonna
I know, because then, like,
shit.
I feel like even though I have all these, like, side quests lined up, like, if I complete the storyline, I have way less incentive to, like, go back and do all the side quests.
Yeah, once you figure out the story. Have you done all the geoglyphs?
Yes.
So, do you know...
I know.
What happened to Zelda?
I know. I cried. I was like, oh my god.
I know. I don't know. I think they'll...
I'm wondering.
I think they'll
she lost
figure
herself,
it out.
though. Like, I don't know.
They'll figure
but
something
isn't this... I feel like... Because it's so far ahead in the timeline, like, it could just be the end of Zelda. Of her. Like...
Of her and... As in well, of that Zelda, maybe.
Wait. Mm-hmm. Zelda. Remember what I was texting you?
What?
Okay. Spoiler alert. Zelda is
yeah, skip the next cut a little bit.
What? Are you recording? Yeah, but you're not on speakerphone. What's up?
What does she want to do? She wants to say hi.
Okay, do it.
Hi, podcast. I'm Casia's daughter, and these are my friends Amelia and Ella. Say hi. Hi, podcast.
Bye. Love you.
Bye, Mom.
Don't worry, I can cut that.
No, you're fine. Okay, wait. Can I talk about the robber?
Which one?
About what I was saying about Zelda with Sonia. Like, I'm covering this and still talking directly into
Oh, if she's... Wait, so what were you going to say?
How's she her descendant?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I guess the Zonai can...
But is Zelda her own grandmother?
Is she Fry? Does she lack the Delta brainwave?
That's how she became a sage.
Oh, man, I forgot about... There's one of my favorite lines from... Futurama is when the brain slug is like on Fry, and then it like they find it later on the ground and they pick him up and Hermes is like, poor guy starved to death.
I love it when he's reading the book and he's like, for no reason.
For no reason.
I love that stupid show.
So good.
I hope they don't fuck up the writing for this new one.
I mean, the movies were okay. Like,
yeah, I love
because
movies.
like if you watch on Hulu, all the movies are just
it's
season
like a
5.
Season, yeah.
I like the movies. The 5th season, I might give it a rewatch, like in preparation for the new season. I need to rewatch
all the newer ones.
But I don't know. The first 4 were just so...
They're so good. They're classic.
Yeah. I feel like they tried to do too many current references.
Yeah, like when they went to the iPhone.
Yeah, in season 5 or 5 and beyond. I guess would it be season 6 on Hulu to season 10.
Right. Yeah.
It's like that wasn't what like the references in the first 4 were just to the 90s where Fry was
right. That's the time from.
Yeah, and it wasn't even when the show was being like made. Was it? What did it come out in 2000?
99.
Oh well, I'm an idiot.
Well,
so yeah.
Well, it was like I think it was like right around New Year's Eve. Like so, it was like 99 2000.
Is when like the first episode premiered?
Yeah, it was like right on time. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Waiting for tonight. Do you remember that song
maybe
by
I'm
J-Lo?
just being critical. Waiting for.
Because that came out for Y2K.
Oh, nice.
Do you remember Y2K? Did you think you were dying? I thought like it was just such a like.
I don't even know
commotion.
if like my family had a computer.
I had a computer.
Yeah, you probably thought you were gonna die.
I don't know,
the
honestly.
microwave's gonna come get me.
Well, like my mom was just like, unplug the computer. You're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. What's gonna happen? Nothing happened.
Nothing.
We should start saying that something did happen so that all the younger people will be like, whoa.
I mean, we could just
start up a rumor.
Isn't that what the internet is?
Yes. Hey, have I shown you my Cash App card?
No. What's on your Cash App card?
So you can like design them. Like you can make your own little design. And I'm a little bit of an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna like make a really cool thing. But surprise, I was wasted. This came in the mail.
Oh, wait, I think you did show me that. That's funny.
Can you see that? Pay me. Gosh, it sucks.
You did show me that.
Pee pee poo poo. I was at Royal American with my friend Heather after our first episode, and I was showing her that, and then she showed the bartender, and the bartender got another girl, and was like, show this girl, me, your Cash App card. And she's like, what? And so we found out we had funny Cash App cards, so we did, like, back-to-back, and we were, like, flipped around at the same time, so, like, mine was pee-pee-poo-poo, and then she turned hers around, and it just said, boobies.
Nice.
So good.
Nice.
My favorite thing. I love my Cash App card.
I thought you were going to say your favorite thing is boobies.
I love boobies.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
No.
Oh, yeah. So pee-pee pizza. Pizza. What's your go-to pizza toppings?
Oh, pepperoni and mushrooms from Paisanos. What's yours?
I don't like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms or olives on anything.
Well, I don't want to be on this podcast anymore.
If I had... I'm off of it. I'm covering my face. Pepperoni pineapple for sure.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people get so mad about that. Like, are they just getting mad to be mad?
Probably. Or they just like... Well, because pineapple is really good. Like, I don't know anybody who doesn't like pineapple, like, in general.
Yeah, like...
Like, who dislikes pineapple? But I'm like...
Why are people so mad about it? Even if you don't like it, like, why are you mad?
I don't know. Maybe they just think that sweet stuff doesn't belong on pizza. But it's like you got sweet, savory, like...
Tomatoes are sweet. So, like...
I don't know. What you doing? Paisanos is good, though.
I love Paisanos.
Evo and Park Circle is my favorite. Like, actually, that's like my favorite restaurant in Park Circle.
I haven't been to Evo in a really long time. Oh, I heard you guys were getting a barcade soon.
A what?
A barcade.
Where? In North Charleston? In Park Circle? Where?
Yeah. I don't know. My friend was just telling me about it yesterday.
Well, there's a big one over where the Southern is. There's a big
That one hasn't opened yet, I don't think.
It looks insane.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks really cool, but it's not like a barcade. So this is like true life, like barcade, where it's like just
retro stuff.
Just games, like.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm just looking at this now. I haven't actually clicked on it, but it's like old like cabinets, like video game cabinets and stuff.
Oh, they're gonna go in. Cool, awesome.
It's like there's this barcade. I think it's like a chain. Is actually like barcade, but I went to my first one in Jersey, and every game was like 25 cents. You just like play Galaga
Nice.
or Pac-Man. Really cool. Good beer.
I've been to one of those in Asheville too. Huh. Well, there's the Pinball Museum in Asheville, and there's another. I don't know if that's still open. I went during.
I've never been to a pinball
the
museum.
beginning of COVID.
Bad.
And they had stuff shut down.
Oh, where were you born? Washington? Am I making that up?
You're making that up. I was born in Riverside, California.
Okay. Oh, I have a fun idea to suggest to all of Charleston listening. I want to have a field day.
A field day?
Yeah, you know, like field day in elementary school?
I'm not in shape for that.
Exactly. No one is. But
someone's going to get heat stroke and fucking
slip and
die.
Slide, potato sack
okay,
race.
Slip
like,
and slide, yeah.
Egg on a spoon. No dashes. There's no running.
We can get a crew together.
Yeah. Like, have fun with it. I've told this to, like, a few people, and they're like, you really think all the guys in Charleston really want to go out and exercise? I'm like, that's not the point. But also, I get it. We're just going to get there and drink, and there's going to be, like, maybe a ball set up. Kickball. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to do field day. I'll make a t-shirt. And it'll just say, I want beer. Oh, that'd be a good slogan for it.
Yeah.
I want, and that's the prize is beer.
I do not want beer. I don't know.
Ew. Yeah, I honestly don't like beer. Like, I still can only like drink Trulies, and then if I'm out, tequilas.
Watermelon Trulies.
This is watermelon cucumber, but these are the margarita style ones.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of those. You had a bunch of those at your house that one night. We all went over there.
I always have these at my house on the weekends, but they're 5.3%.
Instead of what, 4.5?
Yeah, it's a little more.
Little extra kick.
Little extra. Oh, all right. Hey, remember that one time when we were all like driving over the bridge, and then that guy in that white SUV was like, "I've got a bomb."
Oh yeah.
And then you got a really cool picture. I still don't really understand like what happened.
I was on my way to work, and I was just like stuck in traffic. I didn't know what was going on because I'm like on the bridge.
Well, you know, like, I was driving over the bridge, and I saw the car like crash.
You were coming the other way.
Yeah, I saw it like drive into the barricade like the first time. I guess one of the first times, like crashing. I was like, accident. Well, sucks. And I just kept driving.
Yeah, so I was on my way. I lived in Mount Pleasant. I was working downtown, and I was driving, and I got stuck in that traffic. And we were there for a while. It was like 10, 15 minutes. I was sitting there, and I was like, man, I'm going to jump over the railing with my skateboard and just do a trick. Because the cops had the entire other side of the bridge shut down.
Yeah.
So you must have gotten over.
I was going.
Oh, you saw him before the cop shut down the road.
Right, yeah.
So he was like pulled over.
Just hitting the barricade on the right
wow.
side, yeah. And I was like, texted my mom, I was like, someone just wrecked.
Yeah.
But.
So
yes.
let's just paint this picture a little bit. This guy had like all this crazy stuff written on his like windows.
We'll pull up pictures and put it on here, but it was just like, I have a bomb. It's kind of weird. And then he was like pulled over, like crashing into the barricades on the road or on the bridge. Yeah,
he was like sideways taking up 2 lanes on like a 4-lane bridge.
Yeah.
And then so the cops shut down that entire side, and I was stuck on the other side going into downtown because this was on the southbound. Yeah. And so I just grabbed my skateboard and jumped over, and I was like, I'm gonna do a kickflip, and I did a kickflip. I was like, I'm gonna do a 360 flip, and that took me a little bit longer because I was also like a little nervous, and people like started pulling out their phones and watching me and stuff, and I was like, oh, so then
were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was on my way to work.
Yeah.
So I just
you just did it.
Yeah, I just had my skateboard there. I was like, I'm gonna do a 360 flip.
That's fun.
And then I think someone like right next to me filmed it, and I like looked at their cell phone clip, and I was like, oh cool, and I just got back in my car and I didn't think anything of it. And then I guess some photographer for the Moultrie News or whatever the local news in Mount Pleasant is.
Post and Courier.
I don't think it was Post and Courier. It was
I guess Moultrie's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had posted something on his Facebook page, like pictures from that day because he was bored, stuck in traffic. So he just started taking pictures. And one of the pictures he took was me, like, mid 360 flip with, like, all the cops in the background. It was so cool.
It's, like, the most epic picture ever.
And a bunch of people were like, that's not real, it's fake, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't know me. I didn't know that he had took a picture. And all of a sudden somebody texted me and was like, yo, like, there's this picture of you online. Like, there's, like, a bunch of people have, like, viewed it. And I'm like, oh, cool. And I was like, no, I got caught in the chat. I was like, no, that's me. Like, people were like, oh, the shadows, it's Photoshop. The shadows are wrong. And I'm like, no, that was me. Like,
well, it does look like you're, like, abnormally high. Because
of the angle.
Yeah.
But
it's such a cool picture.
Yeah, I like it.
Legendary.
I like it.
Might be in a history book one day.
Maybe. And then I did a really silly, like, Moultrie News story.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. You guys, like, took your picture together with him.
Yeah, I met up with him, and he, like, interviewed me, and I was like, I don't really know. It's just stuck in traffic. It's not, like, a cool story. Yeah. And then I had this, like, really dorky picture of me, like, holding my skateboard above my head. And I'm not very, like, I don't think I'm photogenic. Like, when I have to pose for shit, I just look awkward as fuck.
Fine.
So, like,
that's great.
That looked so weird.
Stop playing footsie with me.
No, that was my ankle.
Sorry.
Lounging.
I'm gonna go to bed.
No, we got at least another hour and
everyone's graduating school right now. Kaya's graduating 8th grade.
8th grade? She's gonna be in high school? Yeah. Holy shit, where's she gonna go? Lucy Beckham?
Lucy.
That's gonna be
interesting. That's such a cute high school name. Yeah. Lucy.
That's interesting.
Lucy. I saw this thing where all the seniors from Lucy like went to Mount Pleasant Academy, the like feeder elementary school, and like walked around in their cap and gown, like said hi to all the kids there. It was really cute. Wow. That wasn't a really cool, interesting topic. Why did I even write that?
She's gonna go to prom soon.
She went to her first semi-formal.
Whoa. Oh yeah, I saw the pictures of that. How does that make you feel?
Disgusted. Not cool. I was up all night. You saw my post. Like, I was up all night altering her dress for her. And I was like, please just send me one good picture, because she was getting ready at a friend's house. Mm-hmm. And then she sent me like a selfie with like underwear on the floor and like shoes and socks. And I was like, dude.
Thank goodness you're good with Photoshop and you just cut all that stuff out.
No, she's gonna live with that forever and ever and ever.
Unedited.
Oh, I know. We need to look at we put ask us questions on the Instagram.
Oh yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah, because there's a lot of cool topics on there. I've seen a few.
Okay.
All right.
I haven't checked it recently because my phones are over there, so I can't really check.
Did you
pull it up?
Fine.
We can talk about the one subject that got proposed.
Go ahead and start that one.
So one of our Instagram followers.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh, he said from Matthew Carpio. So he said, talk about some of your favorite video games to movie adaptations and what you'd like to see turned into a movie/TV show in the future.
I want to see Hollow Knight as a movie. Did you ever play that?
Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
No. What is that one?
So good. It's a side scroller.
Is it the one where he's got the? No, that's Shovel Knight.
the jump guy.
Maybe
the
yeah.
Shovel.
Hollow Knight. Pull a picture. Or I'll just look up a picture right here. I'm on my computer. Hollow Knight. Well, explain it.
It's great. You're like bugs. Everybody's kind of dead. It's just really pretty. It's beautiful. Like, it's got really great potential for, like, a movie. You're still on your... You're going very slow here.
I had to close out of a bunch of shit.
I'm using your glasses as your mirror.
So you would want to see a Hollow Knight movie
or a cartoon. I think you could make a good cartoon. Yeah. Just the animation style. What about you?
Well, Metroid would be my number one choice for a movie.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't ever want to see a Zelda movie.
Okay, I was about to say, I feel like a bunch of people watching this would be like, why are they not saying Zelda? Because I am in probably the same group as you. Link doesn't talk.
I just
Link
don't.
We are Link, and I don't want him to take on a personality that I haven't made up for him in my head.
He talks, but they don't show it. Like, he'll explain stuff to people, but yeah. In none of the games has he been like a...
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to... Like, after, like, the terrible cartoons they try to make those couple times...
Yeah, that's my thing. I just don't want
whatever.
I just don't want it to be messed up. But, like, Metroid is very easy, where it's just, like, all you gotta do is have Samus respond to a distress signal. You have two characters. You got a really strong female lead playing Samus Aran, and then you have her, like, AI ship control that talks to her through her helmet, and that's it. And then you just have her blasting aliens for an hour and a half.
It's all
and then the last 30 minutes, she meets a big alien and fucks it up. Like, I don't know how that hasn't been made. So apparently in 2010 there was like a script that got written for it, and it was in pre-production, and then Nintendo pulled the plug.
They had a Zelda show in the works.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was in 2017. Did you text me about it?
Maybe I was
my little crooked pinky. I'm pointing.
Is that what you broke it?
Yeah. Oh, we could talk about that because you were there. Anyway, we'll do that later. So
put a pin in it.
Yeah, put a pin in it.
You're not.
I'm pointing. There's a reason that my finger is a half circle, and Kasia knows the story, and we'll talk about that later on. Boy howdy. So what about your favorite ones that already exist? I mean, you haven't seen the Mario movie.
Thank you for telling everyone that.
It's pretty great. I liked it.
Video game 2. The Witcher was a cool show.
Yeah. The Witcher was also a book, I think, before it was a video game.
What else? Like, if I'm, like, riffing off the top of my head, I can't think of...
Oh, I mean, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Those are pretty... I liked them.
Yeah, they're fine.
Jim Carrey as Robotnik is
love Jim Carrey. Sonic was
but
one
without
of
him,
my first games.
They were your first games?
Well, one of my first games. So I had... my big brother had the handheld Sega. And it had the, like magnifier screen. It was like literally a cube with a latch on the back that you just... It looked like a big like Wii U pad, but then you just like latch it on. It was just like this big. Like, you had to like blue it like this. But we had Sonic, and then like a baseball game and a basketball game. Those are like my first like 3 games that I would like play by myself. And then Link to the Past, you know, cool, sick, rad.
Link to the Past is such a good game.
So good. I recently replayed it. Have you?
No, I haven't replayed any Zelda games in a while. I was talking about how I was going to replay all of them, and I was like, that's too.
They're so hard.
It's a lot. It's a lot
of
stuff.
If you're going in, because like especially for how long it's been since you know whatever the last time you played was, like you don't remember, and then I don't know if you're like me. I don't like looking up like how to do things. So it's like it's a big commitment.
Across the Spider-Verse is about to come out.
I'm really excited to see that. I loved it.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
The first one was so good.
I thought it was really adorable. Spider-Pig.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna come back.
Was that a crossover with The Simpsons?
No. So there's an origin story with him. He was a spider that got bit by a radioactive pig. And he exists in a universe that's all cartoons.
I love that.
Yeah. Or like not just cartoons, but they're like slapsticky cartoons. Like old Looney Tunes style. That's like his universe.
That wasn't explained in the movie, right?
Mm-mm. There was supposed to be.
You're a nerd.
There's a deleted scene that shows him fighting his arch nemesis, and then it's like right before he gets taken from his universe into the other one, and he's like on a table like with a like the whole like laser beam going up like to cut him in half, and he's like, oh no, how am I gonna get out of this one? And then he just like disappears and goes into the other universe. Like,
it's all fine. Sick.
Spider Ham is pretty funny. He likes waffles, or is it pancakes? I can't remember which one it is.
I wouldn't know.
I did a deep dive into Spider Ham, like just because that character's great.
All right.
Oh, we can talk about my car accident where I broke my hand.
Well, yes, we can.
What were you going to talk about?
We had another question, but it was
online
about cars.
Suggestions. Oh, what was that? Oh, what kind of car would we turn into?
Yeah.
You can go.
Tommy said, if you could turn into an automobile, what would you turn into and why?
I would probably turn into some sort of like Humvee, like military style.
Right, I was thinking something like tanky.
Yeah.
Or just a truck.
Not too tanky.
A truck so I can put stuff in my butt.
Not in your trunk.
Yes.
In the bed.
Oh, right. Sorry, human words, trunk. I'm a truck, and it's my butt.
Yeah.
So, put it there.
Yeah, it would be military issue Hummer. I feel like or Humvee, not a Hummer.
So you can just roll wherever you want.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It'd be badass as fuck.
Pretty sick. I would watch out for you.
Yeah. So yeah, we can talk about why my finger's all crooked.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
Here, do you want to explain it from your perspective, and then I can fill in the blanks? Because you went to sleep for a while.
So, Halloween 2011.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. I used to live downtown with a couple of my gals, and we had some people over. Everybody dressed up. I didn't, because I didn't care. But everybody was chilling at my house, and then I said, I'm going to bed. And then Vincent, and then everybody... Vincent, you're like, we're going somewhere. I don't know. You take it over, because I'm not. I'll take over from when.
We went to a party. I can take the names out, but it was me, Pedro, and David.
I don't think you have to take names out.
I'll take them out anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, just because you don't want people to know that.
Pedro
crashed his car when he was drunk.
So there's a reason why that happened, though. So,
I haven't heard this part.
So we went to this party. I can't remember what her name was. I think it was Sandra Bullock. Girl that like Clive Owen dated for a little bit. Sandra Bullock. Yeah, I think Pedro Pascal had.
I think they were making all of it.
We're at this party. This girl is there. He likes the girl, and she wasn't like talking to him anymore. So she starts talking to another guy at the party. Main guy gets jealous. Let's leave. I'm like, all right, well, I'm pretty hammered. And David Harbour is also pretty hammered.
And you guys look like idiots.
And it's Halloween, so we're dressed up in like the craziest shit. Like, I think David is dressed up as a smiley face. Yep. Like, he's literally wearing like a yellow
Are you just a Ninja Turtle?
Smiley face onesie. No, I was like I just like put on random clothes that you had. Like, I think somebody had like a fake wig. So I was just like dressed up weird. I was like in drag, I think. I don't know. I don't think Pedro dressed up as anything, but David looked crazy because somebody painted his face. I don't know if it was you or Sammy or somebody.
That
Pedro
was the smiley face, or maybe it
was David Harbour.
Are you sure?
Yeah, maybe Pedro Pascal might have just done something like easy like that.
Yeah,
David was definitely, because I remember after the
David he looked like an idiot.
After the accident, he was crying and all his makeup was running. So this is what happened. I'm walking you through it from my perspective. So we're driving back. We leave the party. David Harbour is sitting in the front seat. Pedro driving. I'm right behind. I'm right behind David Harbour. Right behind the passenger. I gotta take this off. This is fucking with my wrist. She gave me this slap bracelet. Here, let me slap it on your wrist. So she gave me that to wear earlier, and it's just like I keep fucking with it. There you go. Perfect.
Sick.
So we leave the party because I'm Pedro.
Sad.
Well, I don't know if that's why we left. I think it was late. I mean, it was like 3 in the morning. It was like a regular time to leave a party.
Yeah.
and we were coming back to your house, which wasn't very far.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a 5-minute drive from where we were.
You just had to like go around Hampton Park.
Yeah, so we're driving through Hampton Park.
David
is giving
Pedro
a bunch of shit about this girl. He's like fucking with him so hard. Like
David
just
cares
like
that much though. It's like he's like.
But he was doing it like to like
oh,
like in a funny way. He's
Bro
like,
time,
oh, she's
yeah.
never gonna like, dude, what are you even like worried about? Like, dude, you're an idiot. Like blah blah blah. And so
Pedro Pascal
driving looks over at
David
and goes, hey man, shut the fuck up, and runs directly into like a giant oak tree. And I see it, I kind of like see it coming because I'm like whatever, I'm sitting in the back seat and I look up and I was about to be like, yo guys, like shut the fuck up, like to tell them like stop arguing.
Yeah.
And I see it's like, oh fuck, we're about to hit that tree. And I'm sitting like kind of like this with my knees above like on the back of the seat, so I'm like, ah, so I brace myself a little bit and I put my hand in front of my head and my head goes like this, and then my hand gets caught between my head and the seat in front of me and just shatters this whole bone right here and this bone.
Okay,
to
and
the
I'm
point
gonna
where,
take
like,
over
this
right
finger
here.
is, like,
This is
moving
where I'm taking
around.
over. So I'm sound asleep in my bed. Out like a light.
4 in the morning.
4 in
I
the morning,
think.
apparently.
At the time I think I got back, or no, it might have been, let's say 3:30.
It was 3:32 in the morning, and I'm just sleeping, and then all of a sudden, Casia, I wake up. What? Casia, I broke my hand. We were in a car accident. I yelled from my bed. I was like, "Go away!" I was like, "What do you want me to do?" So I like go and open the door, and Vincent's just standing there, and he's just like, "You were wearing something weird. I remember."
Yeah. I just don't remember like what I was going
He was
for.
just, like,
It was just
holding his
weird
hand,
clothes.
and he was like,
Pedro Pascal
crashed the car and we hit a tree and I broke my hand. And I was like, and I'm pretty sure I closed the door.
Yeah, you didn't want anything to do
I was
with
just
it.
like,
You
I'm
were
not
no.
dealing with this right now. In my head, because I was like still halfway asleep. I think I remember being like, if you can talk, it's not bad.
Yeah. You're like, just away, just get out of here.
Like, get out of here, man.
I don't remember. I don't think I had. I mean, obviously, I was too drunk to drive. That's why I didn't drive from the party to back to your house. So yeah, then I didn't leave. I just like sat on your porch with like I was like, I need ice, because at that point it was like it had been like 30 minutes and like it started to hurt. Like you don't feel anything when you break a bone. You're like,
Right.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like that looks weird.
Doesn't
And then
feel right.
and then so yeah, I just put ice on it. I went to the hospital like the next morning at like 7 a.m. Called my dad at like 4:30. I was like, I broke my hand. So this is how. That's how straight my pinky.
I've never
healed.
been so like callous towards a person in pain before.
Well, I didn't. I was like.
But also it didn't seem
I was probably
serious
pretty
to
upset.
me either.
I was
No,
probably
you
pretty
didn't.
upset at you at the time, but I was also
Maybe.
like, just help me, someone help. Because like I don't think I can get in. I don't think I could get into your house. Like I think all the doors were locked.
No, bitch, you were at my bedroom door.
Oh yeah, well we all skated back from. We rode our skateboards back from this
From the
Hampton
crash
Park.
site?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think I felt like I didn't care because I thought that it wasn't like real. Like I just couldn't like comprehend what was going on.
Yeah, right. Because it was like the middle of the night.
And then in Vincent's head, he's like, "Fuck Casia, bitch, write her off."
I got my peas and I put it on there and I was just fine. My pee-pees.
Your pizzas.
My pee-pizzas.
Dude, that house was wild.
Oh my gosh.
Best level on 007 GoldenEye.
See, man.
I watched my dad play it. I was never like. I tried to play, but I was too young to fully understand how to play it. But now it's re-released and you can play multiplayer.
My thing is I would always try and play it on 00 Agent and like beat every level on 00 Agent, so I never really got that far. But I remember, I feel like the jungle is a really good level. That's like one of the last ones.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, the jungle is a good one. Dude, that movie is so good. Like, of all the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies, GoldenEye is like a classic.
I loved how much my dad loved that video game. My parents loved video games too,
Yeah.
by the way. So like my mom and dad and Graham, because I was really young, they all like played our Nintendo all the time. So like my mom even just recently was like, like when Graham would go to school, I would play Castlevania. I was was like, what?
Wow.
She's like, yeah. I would have to wait till everyone was gone, and then I would just play Castlevania, and then I'd go to work and talk with my coworker about it. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. And then I would come home and I'd play Zelda too, like before I got home. I was like,
Yeah.
why didn't you tell me this? Is
What?
this why I am who I am?
What does your mom make lumpia, or is that your?
I
is
make
that
lumpia.
You make it?
Yeah. My mom tries to make it.
You make it better than her?
Oh yeah.
Lumpia is the shit. Filipino food is the shit.
Filipino food is so yummy and fried
Bring
and
me
delicious
some.
and gross. I love it.
Bring me some.
My mom did just get me some lumpia wrappers, so maybe I could make you some.
So
in 2 weeks.
Why is yours better than hers?
My mom can't cook.
Oh,
Dude, my mom didn't teach me how to cook.
I know you can because I've eaten
I
stuff
love
that
cooking,
you've made.
and I didn't learn how to cook until I was like. Until I worked at Papa Z's, I really didn't know how to cook.
What are some other staple Filipino dishes that you can make really well?
Lumpia pancit are like the two, like everybody knows them, and then adobo, which is our unofficial like national dish, is just the most simple fucking meal. It's just you put chicken in a pot, equal parts soy sauce and vinegar. Some people put sugar, I don't, and then like peppercorn and bay leaf. And you just let it simmer forever and ever, and it's like super tender and the most delicious thing you'll ever eat.
Whoa, I'm gonna try that.
That's really good. Like seriously, it's the most simple thing.
Soy sauce and
White vinegar.
White vinegar.
That's what I use.
Hell yeah.
And then peppercorn and bay leaf. That's the most important part.
Okay.
My favorite thing to eat is either menudo, which is not the Mexican menudo. Totally different. We were colonized by Spain, so we have similar words. Like adobo. That's not Mexican adobo. It's totally different. But yeah, our menudo is really, really... It's like a stew, and then our pork belly sisig with egg on top. I can't describe it.
What?
But it's great.
I haven't eaten anything
There's
today, so I'm
liver in
like...
it. I'm hungry now. Oh, you eat a bagel. It's dry. There's no cheese.
I gotta
You'll
toast
love
them.
it.
I gotta toast them and put some cheese on it. Well, how do you feel about Southern cuisine, like collard greens and fried chicken? And
I love it.
all that shit. What is like in your mind like the signature like if you were like, if to somebody who's coming into town like
Should be grits.
shrimp and grits?
I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I see like fried chicken and collard greens. It's
Yeah.
like go somewhere that has like good like a good.
Go pretend you're in the Notebook.
Yeah.
It's we don't eat that every day,
No.
but like it's good.
You gotta get some oysters from somewhere.
Oh yeah. Boiled peanuts. That's the staple. I think that's.
I've tried to introduce boiled peanuts to people, and they think it's fucking weird.
Really? What?
And I don't
Wait,
know.
what?
I love boiled peanuts.
So I feel like I
It
could
wasn't
have
like an
those
immediate
year-round if I could. Like,
If it wasn't, it's not an immediate love for some people. I don't know.
oh wait, we have one more thing on the Instagram that we have to respond to.
Oh, what is it?
I said, so the prompt was, you can put a picture of it. It says, send us topics, questions, jokes, anything you want us to talk about. Blah. And then my friend Garrett Bauman responded to it, and he just said, Garrett Bauman.
We can talk about Garrett.
We could. Garrett's awesome.
He was there one.
Garrett is a unicorn.
I don't know how old I was, but so he was friends. We all went to like elementary school together, and this is in elementary school. It was a birthday party, and we were playing tag in the backyard, and I was running really fast up the stairs, and I slipped and hit my head on like the corner of a brick, and just blood was everywhere. I don't know. I wasn't watching this happen, but apparently there was a lot of blood. Garrett can attest to this. He didn't go to my school, and then when he didn't go to school, he was like, "Oh, you're that kid," and I was like, I don't know. But they had to shave a little part of my head and like put bandages on. I didn't have to go get like stitches or anything, but like my friend's mom was a nurse, so she was like, "Yeah, I don't think he needs stitches, but he definitely like hit the shit out of his head." Like I slipped up the stairs.
For like an Easter, is this Easter? Wait. What were you guys doing?
It was a birthday party.
Oh, birthday party.
Yeah. So that's he was friends with one of my friends. So we were at a birthday party together.
In elementary school?
Yeah.
Were you guys
I was
in the
probably
same
10
grade?
years old. Yeah, we were. Yeah, I was
Are
like
you
10 years old.
35?
No, I'm 34. I started school in
You're turning 35 in October.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I started school in California, so the dates are all different.
Idiot. I
still
haven't
got
drank
some.
any of my water.
I still got some. You gotta stay hydrated. Hydration's key.
Detox just to retox. Fall Out Boy.
Well, I have a question. So, at what point do you become an auntie? Like, are you an auntie?
Your Uncle Vincent, like...
but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, in like, certain cultures, like...
if there's a kid around you, you're the auntie automatically.
I gotcha.
Doesn't matter.
Or do you know what I mean, though? Like, in, like, Asian cultures, there's, like, the aunties, and then, like, so when do you become one of those people?
So, in Philippines, in Tagalog, there's this, it's like a noun, it's po. So, pio. So, like, you address... everybody, like, if you're being, like, polite, you call them po, which is, like, you're older, senior. But, like, honestly, everyone's an auntie or a tita, which is what, like, that's, like, a tita, auntie, depending on the generation above you. So it's kind of confusing in the Philippines. So, like, you have your grandparents, like, your grandma and your grandpa. But then if they have a brother or a sister... Oh, sorry.
I'm just angling it towards you.
So... in the Philippines, you have your grandma and your grandpa. In America, you have your grandma and your grandpa, and then their brother or sister is your great aunt or great uncle. But in the Philippines, they are also your grandma and grandpa. So it's like you have your Lola and Lolo, and then you have your Lolo boy, who's like that's the nickname, like boy. Everybody has an uncle boy or a Lolo boy. That's the thing. So depending on what generation, it's either Lola, Lolo, or Tita, Tito. Or, like, just your kuya ate.
I gotcha.
So it's, like, weird. And it kind of, like, seems like it's diminishing, like, the grandparent role or the auntie role. But it's not. It's, like, just a respect thing. But, yeah, just everyone's an auntie. If you meet my kid, you're their auntie or uncle. Automatically.
It's just a group of adults
It's just easier to say it's, just, like, more natural to be, like... hey, Letty, this is Uncle Vincent, rather than like, hey, this is my friend Vincent. Love him.
I got you.
It's just, I don't know. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you?
What? White people culture's boring.
I'm half white.
Yeah, so you know how boring it is.
This is a topic I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring up yet.
What?
Like, being half white is, like, kind of confusing sometimes. Because I am very white, and I pass as white.
Well, so yeah.
Yeah. I am a white person, but then I'm like super culturally and ethnically, like I'm literally half white, half brown. But it's like kind of confusing, but like I have a little bit of white guilt sometimes. Like not white guilt like for like things that white people have done, but white guilt in the fact that I am genetically and ethnically as brown as a darker brown person, but I don't have to deal with any of the racism that they have to
because
deal with.
You're white passing.
White passing, yeah. I have a bunch of guilt about that, and like I don't know how to deal with it. No one's written a book on it yet that I know of. Send me books.
Yeah, recommendations.
It's confusing. I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big thing in my life that I have honestly like that's been like years of me just being like,
what do you do?
What do I do?
Do you tan well or no? Or are you always just
I get really, really dark.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture to put up of my mom. My mom and my grandmother are really dark. Really, really dark. And I am not. I don't know what happened. Where'd the melanin go? But
Yeah,
I'm like okay with it. But it's like I'm like it's like this weird reality that I live through where I am this thing but people don't see it, and so I get to walk one path.
Yeah.
You know? It's weird.
But it's also important to, and you know, I mean, well, you do
acknowledge it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you talk about like Filipino culture and that stuff, that part of your life a lot. So like that's important too. Like, but yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that.
I have no clue. I feel like
you
sometimes
you just deal with it in silence, like all of us do.
Right? Yeah, and that's the thing is like I am dealing with it in silence, and this is like kind of a bigger subject for us. Like we're still little, like. There are big talking points that I feel like I don't deserve to have a voice in because some of these things don't affect me.
Oh, yeah. And I see what you're saying.
Right? It's hard.
Like if there was, like anti-Asian type of
that
stuff
or then,
going on,
like,
you don't think you would necessarily be like...
Right. It's like when I'm a person of color. I don't look it. So it's hard for me to say that and speak on it. You know, it's weird. It's just a weird
I'm sure that there's other people.
Send me a book. Send me a. Please help me. I don't know. What to do.
Send her a book idea.
That is like a big thing for me. Like that like eats at me like at least once a week. Where I'm like, uh-oh.
What do I do in this situation?
How do I help? You know, like I don't want to step in and be like, let my white hand help you.
Yeah, that's
You know, it's like nothing feels right. I don't know where I fit in with.
You have probably two options. The first option is to not give a shit and do what you think is right and fuck whoever tells you otherwise, or the second is to just keep doing what you're doing.
I just try to do the right thing.
Like I get the whole like white, like you don't want to be this like white savior type of person or be like seen as that, but also like who gives a shit? Like,
I do.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay, fair enough. Like if you care,
I don't deserve if I were to speak and be heard because more people were willing to look at me because of my skin color and how fair I am, I don't want that, and I don't feel like I deserve that. That's not cool. You know, so it's just this weird like bridge where like interesting. Message me if you're white passing and you also feel these problems.
I'm of the mindset of if you want to help and you want to do something, just do it. And if someone is gonna like try and criticize you or say it, like that's their own opinion, you don't have to listen to it.
Right. Yeah.
But if it makes you feel bad, then that's something that you need to probably look at in a deeper, like self-reflecting type of situation.
It's not that I'm not like if the time were to come like and I needed to do something like of course, but it's like, you know, when things happen in the world, it's like it's weird. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like I should not be the person that says, hey, us people of color shouldn't be tormented, blah, blah, because I'm not tormented. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like, it's not my place. Mm-hmm. So it's a weird thing. So that's just like the
gist of it.
It's so confusing. That's my biggest like.
All right, well send some books.
Me.
Send some books if you have a similar issue to this.
Send me a journal. Send me a link. Help me out. My mommy's dark and I'm white. Like I had this book idea and it was gonna be called "Where's My Melanin?" It was about like this whole topic, but then I was like, man, I don't deserve to write this. Like it's not. There's no point, or it's not fair for me to draw attention to myself feeling bad. I think it's a selfish thing where I feel bad. Like I don't look like I should, or how my family looks. Mm-hmm. So it's like this weird thing. I was like, I don't need to write this. But the title of it was going to be, Mom, where's my melanin?
But think about it this way. If you did write that book,
someone else who's having this problem would
have the ability to read it and be helped out by your experiences.
I'm writing this book for you.
So don't send her any book ideas because she's going to write.
No, because I'm going to copy it. Where's my melon? I'm going to rewrite it. All right, cool.
I'm not. I don't identify with any of those issues that you're going through, but I also like to.
It is also. I want to point out it's a very selfish issue, and it's not a real thing, and it's
not.
I know. I acknowledge it's selfish, and like I want to make that very clear. I know. Yeah.
Writers Union
for Garrett Bauman. He must be talking about when he split his head wide fucking open.
Tell him exactly.
Oh boy. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna silence him because once Garrett gets going, he doesn't stop. I mute your chats. Sorry, I mute a lot of people honestly because it's just like, out of here.
Yeah, and just check it later.
See, listen, we need to start Zelda at the front because by the time we get to it, I'm just like, oh, my talking brain is done.
My talking brain is done.
I don't work anymore. Okay. How far along are you in Zelda?
I have 17 hearts, I think, and 2 full stamina circles and 2 other ones. Oh, this brings up a point I wanted to talk about. So I went into GameStop yesterday to get this microphone, and I was talking to the person who worked at GameStop about Zelda, and he's like, I don't know, I'm disappointed. And I was like, why? And he goes, everyone's opinions are valid. But this is his opinion. He said He said that it could have been just 2 DLC packages. And I was...
We're past that argument.
I know. I was like, I don't know, because they redid the entire way that you form weapons, and they redesigned every character to where they...
It's a
every
whole
state,
story.
yeah, every state
it's
of
literally a 50-hour story. That's not DLC.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. Some people are just stuck, like...
But this is not the first time I've had interesting opinions from people who work at GameStop. Back in the day when Twilight Princess came out, it came out for the GameCube and it came out for the Wii. Now, when I went in there to talk to somebody at GameStop, I was young as shit. I must have been like 15, right?
Yeah.
Or no, like
I was
16,
in middle school. No, I was in middle school still.
So yeah, I think I was like
you were probably 15,
14, 15.
Jim taking us.
I was not old enough to drive there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I remember going up to them and I was like, oh, like, do you think that Twilight Princess will come out for... Because I hadn't played Wind Waker. I think
That's the only one I haven't beat.
Really?
Yeah, because...
It's like the easiest
so
one.
that's a whole nother fucking story. It's not because I couldn't, it's because my little brother sold our console.
Oof. Woof.
Cool. And then, since then, I have ordered... Because I have a Wii.
Huh?
So I've ordered new discs off of Amazon, like, to try to play it twice.
Mm-hmm.
And both times, maybe I got the same disc, neither of them worked.
What about the... just get the remastered version?
No, it just doesn't work. Like, I can't find it.
Crazy.
Why don't they release it on Switch? Okay, go back to your story.
I asked him if Twilight Princess would be released on the GameCube. And his response to me was, I don't know, those graphics look pretty next-gen for GameCube. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, this guy must know what he's talking about.
It was just self-shading.
And it wasn't. Came out for GameCube, and I played it on GameCube. I think I still have the disc somewhere at my...
Can I borrow it? Because it'll work in my Wii.
It's somewhere in my sister's room at my parents'
Kelly?
house. At Bridget's room.
I don't have her phone number. Text her now. I need it.
I don't trust her to go look for it. I'll find it, but I'm pretty sure I have. Do you have a? No, that's for the Wii U. I was like, do you have a Wii U?
I have a Wii, yeah.
I have the remastered HD version, but no one has a fucking Wii U. What a ball drop that was for Nintendo.
My little sisters had a Wii U.
Trevor has a Wii U. Because Brandon and I bought it for him for Christmas.
It's a cool thing to do. I convinced my little brother to buy a Wii one Christmas. And it took me like a decade to finish Twilight Princess because I convinced him to buy a Wii, and then I moved to Texas because I was old. And while I was gone, or before I had left, I like kind of started Wind Waker, but it was actually my dad's console, so I never got to see that too much. And then I convinced Jimmy to buy a Wii and started Twilight Princess on it. Then I moved away, came back, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna beat it. He sold both of them.
Oh my gosh.
But I never finished them until I got a new Wii, and then I finished Twilight Princess, but I never got to finish
I remember you having Twilight Princess on your Wii at the Sansuchi house when you first moved back from Texas. And I remember it's because on the Wii version is mirrored.
Yeah, it's left and right.
Yeah, it's so odd. I think it's because they made Link right-handed.
Because on the Wii it's right-handed.
Yeah. Your sword and your shield is left-handed, whereas like Link traditionally uses his or in other. I think in
he's typically left-handed.
Yeah, except for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and
I was about to say like now it's like confusing
his sword
me
has
now
always been in his
looking
left
at
hand.
Yeah.
Even in the Game Boy ones.
Yeah.
Because it's top down, it swings this way. And
yes.
What are some cool things that you've found in the game that you're excited about?
Well, you just spoiled it for the group chat about the Vometta. You found the Divine Beast mask.
Beast. How much better are the temples in this game than the Divine Beasts? The Divine Beasts
they're just
stupid compared to like the temples.
They're stupid, but they are objectively the same.
Yeah, the temples here aren't a big leap forward.
Right.
As far as like
it's
complexity,
cool, and they're stylized better.
Yeah.
And there's obstacles that are different. I love it.
They're no like
but it is still the same thing. You're not like you're traversing in the same.
There's no water temple in Ocarina of Time.
I mean, honestly, like every game, I'm just like, every game, but like the past games, I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't I go underwater? But then also I'm like, swimming underwater is hard.
Yeah.
It's not
Also, that like
fun.
makes a whole nother dynamic too that they have to design and.
Yeah. And they gave us a lot. They really did give us a lot. Like, fuck whoever said DLC. Like, get out of here.
Well, it was I like I said, I just get interesting opinions from people that work at GameStop. I don't know if it's just that
Maybe they're self-entitled because they work around
work at
video games all
GameStop.
day.
I don't know.
And they think they know. But no, not do they. Because it is not a DLC. Also, look how cool how I date it. It's got the months and then the days. And I just circle it. Okay, what I brought up in the group chat. Why is it Secret Stone? Because when they say it sounds naughty. They're like, take my secret stone. And then also, it's not a secret because everyone knows.
Yeah.
It's not, was there a like lost in translation thing? Is it supposed to be sacred stone? That would make more sense.
Oh, yeah, and it just like got translated differently from Japanese to
Oh, that
English.
brings up another topic. I was on mushrooms this one time. I'll send you the video. I made a video for my friend, and you know when you're watching a foreign film and they've got a joke going on and they're making a rhyme like, haha, the cat sat on the hat, blah blah blah, and they're like, ah ha ha, that's so funny, even though I'm speaking Japanese and you know the word in Japanese for cat and hat do not rhyme.
I know now.
You should assume.
I assumed that they didn't rhyme yet.
Right. Or when they're like, I swung a cat, but it was supposed to be a bat.
Uh-huh.
They're making that joke in Japanese, but it's translated to English and it's funny, but it's not funny in Japanese. Are they just laughing at it?
I don't know.
What's
is
happening
it a
there?
TV show?
No, in anything. Like any foreign film you watch, like there will be a moment and they're like saying something that rhymes in English and it's funny or it's poignant, like it's important to the moment. But it in Japanese or whatever foreign language, whatever language it's being translated from, those words don't rhyme and it doesn't make a joke or a moment. Like what's going on?
I don't know. I'd have to experience that.
What?
What?
It's just like secret is sacred. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Japanese words are not the same
Yeah.
at all. But to us, it's just like when I'm assuming, I'm like, oh, could be sacred instead of secret. Like, no, it's not. Because they're not the same words at all. You'll just have to see my mushroom video. It's pretty funny. It's great.
I've just been liking the different masks and shit that I've been finding. Like,
I've only just started, like, after I finished all of the, like, main quest on land before the castle, I don't know what's gonna happen, like, in the castle. Like, I don't know what's
no, I have
happening.
no idea what. I don't know what's gonna happen at any point in this game. I don't.
Yeah, like, after, like, what happened with Zelda, now I'm just, like...
And you've already done all 4 of the temples.
Yeah.
Or on the surface. There's still other stuff.
Yeah, I know there's temples underground. And then I finished all the temples. I'm still supposed to go back to Lookout Landing and, like, report and then see, like, what's my next thing? But I don't want to go because, like, what if they tell me to go to the castle and see Ganondorf? And I don't want to, like, get there yet.
You don't want to rush along.
I need a side quest before a main quest.
There's so many side quests.
I have so many.
All right, I think we're good.
That's
bye,
it. We're done. Bagels.
Episode 3 in the books.
There's bagels on the floor. Was this only 3?
This is the 3rd episode. Yeah, we're moving right along. Wow. All right. Bye, Kasia.
Bye, Vincent.
Bye.
I love you, Mommy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Dad.